Hey, it's recording. What's up, bro, buddy? I might as well do a 90s thing on here. I've been thinking about it for a while. Some of the songs we're going to cover on here, like this one right here. I remember watching this a lot when I was, I remember how old I was. I know it started in 96 and it ran through 2001, so it's more like a late 90s show, not a show that played all through the 90s, but in a way, I guess you could say it is kind of a 90s show because it started in 96. I remember watching this every day, prime time. I remember watching it. I remember what channel it came on, but I remember watching it when it came on prime time. And then every day, if I missed an episode when I came home from school, there'd be a episode replaying on it. My question is, how many of y'all remember the salute that they did on this show? Who remembers the salute? Because they had a certain salute on this show. Now this next one right here, this was an awesome show. This was a 90s show. It started on WB Kids. I remember that. That I remember. And it had a few spin-offs on it. Some of them lasted for a while. Some of them didn't last but very long. Some people didn't even know about. But I remember watching this one when it first came on. Because there was that thing on WB with that woman. It was like an animated news report. And that woman from was doing the report. And that limousine came up and hit her. And these people popped out of it. Yakko, Wacko, and Dot. Y'all remember which one's which? Yeah, this original run was from 93 to 98, so this is truly a 90s show. Yes, I'm using my phone to look up the date, the years they ran, because I remember half of them. I remember this one, though, they're always running from that dude, the security guard for the movie studio, and they lived in a water tower. And they took a few jabs at a few people, because I remember a few times they took a few jabs at Steve Urkel, and something would always happen. Go, you got any teeth? This one right here, Boy Meets World, was awesome. Of course, now it's kind of backing away with Girl Meets World, but it's nothing compared to Boy Meets World. And see, this is one of those shows back in the 90s where you kind of grew up with the kids. If you're the same age as them, you kind of grew up with them. Because, start off young and they get older and older as they went. Mr. Feeney, man, I remember Mr. Feeney. I was wondering whatever happened to him. I'm not even sure that guy's still alive anymore. This one started in 93 and went through the year 2000, so it ran for a long time. So yeah, it started in 90, so this is a truly 90 show. And this was the original logo they used for when it first came on. That I remember because it went through several changes throughout the years as it went through. Courage. This is a show that, it's sort of kind of a 90 show, but it's not in a way. Because, yes sir. I know that's my weird way to do it. It's my first time doing this type of recording. I'll get better as I go. It's not professionally done or nothing. I'm just using OBS with this, with all this in the background. See, the reason why I call this a sort of kind of 90 show, because it started in 99 and went through 2002, so in a way it can be a 90 show because it started in 99, but it's not a true 90s show. But a lot of people, remember this when they talk about the 90s. Then you have dinosaurs. This is a show that a lot of people don't remember. A lot of people don't remember this show until you mention the most famous line from the show. That baby, not the mama, not the mama. This one ran, where's it at? From 91 to 94. In fact, the funny part is the guy that was executive producer of this show is the same guy that was the executive producer for Boy Meets World, Michael Jacobs. I don't know if anyone knew that or not. For the longest time, I always thought that the guy that played the dad on here, I know he's not. I always thought the guy that played the dad on here was the same guy that did the dad on Family Matters, and I found out later on it wasn't. I just thought they sounded the same when I was a kid, Then we go on to the next one we have right here. Kablam! This is just so that, for some reason, I remember watching it. But a lot of people that I know don't remember this show. It's weird, I know, but a lot of people don't remember this show. It came on Nickelodeon. That I remember. It from 96 to 2000. Yeah, another late 90s one. Remember, it came on Nickelodeon. It was part of a cartoon series called Cartoon. You had this one, and honestly, this is the only I can really remember from it. But I remember they did that for a long time, called Cartoon. Now you have this one. Everybody remembers him. Propane, dude. Propane and propane accessories. And for some of those who don't know about it, the one that played the niece on this show, Brittany Murphy, she is now passed away. I'll look it up here in a second. If I remember right, she died in a skiing accident. There's another one that started in the late 90s, but you know it ran. I didn't realize how long this show ran. It ran from 1997 to 2010. So yeah, it was a long way. I know I'll probably get a lot of weird, stuff about this because I'm not doing it professionally. I'm not looking at my phone for references. I'm not staring at the camera the whole time and all that. But hey, it's my first time, okay? Y'all know where this is from? Give y'all a second to look at it. Because this actually started not as its own cartoon. It became its own cartoon after it started on something else. Does anybody know what this is from? It went from 95 to 98. If you don't remember what it's from, that's what it's from. Pink in the brain. Gotta love it. Like I said, this started as a short on Animaniacs and then later on became its own show. Then you have this one. This show is just. This show had been on for years before I ever heard of it. By the time I heard about this show, it was near the end of it going off the air because I really didn't, I wasn't into like Barbie's World and stuff, other stuff. I wasn't into stuff like this back then. So yeah, by the time it had gotten, it was dang near finished by the time it went. Funny part is though, it ran from 1989 to 1996. So it actually started before the 90s started. But like I said, I never knew it existed for the longest time. And it came on HBO. That could be why, because I didn't really watch HBO very much. Heck, I still don't watch very much of it unless there's a good movie on. This is another series that I did not know existed. I remember reading all, for any of those out there who did Accelerated Reader in their school growing up, I read these books a lot because they were easy books to take tests on, get easy points, especially this time of year where you earn Accelerated Reader points, at least our school. We would earn Accelerated Reader points for Six Flags tickets, pizza, just random stuff. This ran from 95 to 98. Like I said, it's another TV series that I did not know existed until after it was over. And actually, see, it tells us from the crib, when I watched it, it was getting near the end of ending it, but this one was actually at the end of the series. It had already been over by the time I found out about it, because someone was like, hey man, you read the books? I'm like, yeah, you ever watch the show? I'm like, there's a show. I never knew about it. This one was amazing. What's funny though, it took me a little while to actually realize is that every character on here shares a name of the character from the Jungle Book. It took me a while to actually realize that. I know it's weird, but hey, it happens. This one only ran from 1990 to 1991 to be exact, May 5th, 1990 to August 8th, 1991. It only had 65 episodes. Holy crap, it's actually a short-running series compared to a lot of them, but I love it. I still do it today. And that plane right there flying across him. I remember one year I was so excited because in McDonald's Happy Meal, I got a knockoff version of that. A very cheaply knockoff version of that. In fact, I still have it somewhere. One of the wings are screwed up. Both those little things on the side, like, the things made it float in the water, both of those are gone. The blades are gone, but it's still around somewhere. And I remember it's this gold color made very cheaply, and it came in my McDonald's meal one year. This show is amazing. I love this show. For all those 90s kids out there, too, you might remember it. One of my favorite episodes is that one where they did that thing called Tune TV, and it's like their version of MTV, basically. Back when MTV still played music, anyways. And this ran from 1990 to 1995. So this is a truly 90s show. I don't remember what channel this came on. I remember when I first heard about it, it was already in season 3 when I started watching it. So yeah, I still find it, some of these shows I still enjoy today, like Courage and Animaniacs, Pinky the Brain, and Tales from the Crypt. I still watch it every now and again, but not. I never was a really hardcore watcher of it, anyways. And we are back at the beginning. So we are done with that. I hope y'all make myself bigger. Oh, no. I hope y'all enjoyed that. Short little video here for that. From 90s Man Dude here. Or, I'm either 90s Man Dude or 90s Dude Man, whatever you want to call me. Yeah, here soon I'll be covering more of the 90s. I'll be doing more TV shows. I think my next time I record, I'll do TV shows, not TV shows, movies from the 90s. And after that, I'll start covering like 90s music and 90s products and, the ones that are coming back and the ones that are gone. It may not come back. So, yeah, until then, later, y'all.